Good morning to all my amazing stars. I am sending you this beautiful video, and I hope that it finds you well. I miss you all very much, and I think about you all daily. If you have any questions for me, if you want to just talk to me, if you just want to say hello, guys, you can send it to Google Classroom, or you can have your parents call me on my cell phone and we can talk. A perk of doing work at home is you get to stay in your pajamas and eat snacks all day and just have fun. I know this is new, and we're going to get through this together. I promise. So today I'm going to do a read aloud for you. The plot, Chickens instead of Thickets, by Mary Jane and Herm Alch. Henrietta loved to read. Soon she had read every book on the farm a dozen times, so she went to town to find more. When she spotted people carrying books out of the library, she went inside to wait in line. When it was Henrietta's turn, the librarian said, "We have nothing for chickens here. Try the feed store." Frustrated, Henrietta clucked at the top of her lungs. "Bonk, bonk, bonk!" "Well, why didn't you say so?" The librarian handed her 3 books. Henrietta was in reading ecstasy. Every day she read to her aunt, then returned the books to the library for more. One day Henrietta said, "Reading books is so much fun. Writing books must be exhilarating." She searched the shelves until she found a book about writing. The librarian was impressed. When she got home, Henrietta read, "Rule 1. You need a main character." "That's me, Aunt Golda. I'm the main hen here." "The character should be interesting." "That's me." "No, me." Aunt Golda won because she was the oldest hen. She was the oldest. Henrietta found a typewriter and began to peck out a story. Once upon a time, there was a hen named Aunt Golda. Rule 2. You need to hatch a plot. A plot of land? No, plot is what happens in the story. It starts with the rule 3. Give your main character a problem. I don't want any problems. Me neither. No way. So remember, guys, plot has 2 meanings, okay? In this case, we're talking about the plot mountain in reading. Then I'll make up a character. Once upon a time, there was a hen named Maxine. Rule 4. Develop your plot by asking, what if? What if Maxine goes into the woods alone? Her mother should tell her that's dangerous. Maxine went walking alone in the woods, even though her mother told her it was dangerous. Something bad will happen. A wolf might be following her. Suddenly, Maxine saw a wolf following her down the path. Then the wolf catches Maxine. The end. Good story. Maxine can't be caught. She must save herself. What if she shoots the wolf with a cyberspace ray gun? The wolf is toast. The end. Good story. Seems like they just want to end the story too fast. That's silly. Hens don't have guns. Rule 5. Write what you know. What if she hides? We hide from hawks every day. Maxine hid under a bush. Then the wolf gets bored and leaves. The end. Good story. Sounds like this hen is just ready to put the end. Can't just put the end on everything. He can't leave yet. Rule 6. Build suspense. Build a fence? Suspense! To make the reader worry. The wolf sniffed. I smelled a delicious young hen nearby. He started creeping toward Maxine's hiding place. Then he eats her. The end. Good story. Not yet. Rule 7. Make your story come alive by using all 5 senses. Maxine heard the wolf growl. She came closer. As he came closer, she saw his sharp teeth and smelled his woofy body odor. Pew-wee. When he was nearer still, she felt the heat of his icky breath. Hot heat. When he stuck his head through the leaves, Maxine tasted the bile rising from her gizzard. Then Maxine dies of fright. The end. Good story. That is not the end. Endings are the hardest part, right? right? You've got to put a closing to the story. You can't just say, the end. Maxine's mother swoops in to save her in the nick of time. No! Rule 8, the main character must solve her or his own problem. Remember, guys, we talked about this? You can't just put a random thing in your writing. It's got to flow. Maxine gathered her courage. Then she plunged her sharp beak into the tip of the wolf's tender nose. The wolf howled in pain and ran off, never to be seen again. The end. Ooh, good story. I wonder what the story sounds like when it's all together. It's not a good story. It's a great story. Now I'll revise it until it's perfect and send it to a publisher. Dear publisher, I'm sending you The Pearls of Maxine, a book about a chicken. I am well qualified to write this story because I am a chicken. I know how a chicken thinks and feels and what a chicken likes to read. Steadily yours, Henrietta. Many months later, the publisher sent a rejection letter. Dear Miss Henrietta, we do not publish books written by chickens. Even if we did, we wouldn't want this one. We didn't like it. Don't quit your day job. Have a nice life. Hunter Fox, editor. That's rude. The ants were devastated, but Henrietta vowed not to brood over her rejection. I'll make my own books. And there she goes, guys. She's not giving up. It's a good thing. Yellow plus magenta. Yellow, magenta plus cyan. Yellow, magenta, cyan plus black. When her books were finished, Henrietta gave one to the librarian. Your book should be reviewed, the librarian said. Send it to the Corn Book. So Henrietta mailed it off. When the Corn Book reviewed came out, it said, Henrietta the Pearls of Maxine, 12 pages, cider press. Henrietta lay an egg with her first book. We hope this is her last book. The Pearls of Maxine shows why chickens shouldn't ever write. It is Adorpheus, no alike. Adorpheus means it stinks. End of story. She's sad, guys. She's crying. I'm going to keep writing, Henrietta said, but her feelings were hurt, and a little voice inside her kept saying, Henrietta's heart wasn't into writing anymore. She even stopped going to the library, but her aunts missed hearing Henrietta read, so they bugged her until she went to get some books. Henrietta was embarrassed. Had the librarian seen that awful review? The Pearls of Maxine by Henrietta, voted best book of the year by the Our Story, Our Children. The children love your book. Will you read it to them? When Henrietta went into the story room, the children cheered. She read with dramatic expression. Of course, all the children heard was book, book, book. But it didn't matter. They knew the story by heart. And here is what her story actually read. The Pearls of Maxine. Once upon a time, there was a hen named Maxine. Maxine went walking alone in the woods, even though her mother told her it was dangerous. Suddenly, Maxine saw a wolf following her down the path. Maxine hid under a bush. The wolf sniffed. I smell a delicious young hen nearby, he started. He started creeping toward Maxine's hiding place. Maxine heard the wolf growl. As he came closer, she saw his sharp teeth and smelled his woofy body odor. When he was nearer still, she felt the heat of his icky breath. When he stuck his head through the leaves, Maxine tasted the bile rising from her gizzard. Maxine gathered her courage. Then she plunged her sharp beak into the tip of the wolf's tender nose. The wolf howled in pain and ran off, never to be seen again. The end. I hope you guys enjoyed the book about plot. This is what we'll be learning this week in reading. I know it's a review, and I can hear some of you saying, yes, we've already done this, but I promise it will be a quick review and it will be fun. I miss y'all very much, and please don't hesitate to send me messages through Google Classroom, even if it is just to say hi. Take good care of yourselves, guys. I'll see you soon.